Had a referral from the job centre for a young lady who was drinking alcohol every day. She was classed as homeless or sofa surfing and was most of the time sofa surfing at her mother's, who was also an alcoholic, but she was a functioning alcoholic. She was working, unfortunately, in a pub. So this candidate did not have any escape. She had an alcoholic mother, there was alcohol in the house all the time, she was sleeping on a sofa, she had no spare room, no room of her own, and her daily activity was to go to the pub where her mum worked. She couldn't escape alcohol. If she tried not drinking, she got shakes really badly by about 10 o'clock in the morning, and she was only early 20s. She came in a couple of times, she really wanted some help, but then wouldn't come back in for a follow-on appointment. Really struggled to engage her, wouldn't answer her phone for a while, and then a couple of months later tried to engage her again. This went on for about 6 months, and I knew she needed help, but I just couldn't engage with her. And I think it was a part of me that didn't know how to deal with it as well, didn't know how to get her out of this situation. So my first point of call was to tell Leslie on the project that I needed some training, I needed some help to engage this customer. So she arranged a local meeting. She brought in a support partner who was able to give some knowledge about drug and alcohol recovery, when's the best time to approach, how's the best time to approach, what kind of patience levels you need with these customers, how to go about it. And from that gave me the confidence to try and re-engage with the customer. That happened to be a good time in the customer's life where she'd had enough and she wanted to re-engage as well. Managed to get her rehoused into a room of her own through a landlord connection that I had locally, and sort of got a bit stuck at that point because she's still drinking but then also had the room to pay for. She had a top up for the room. She was with an abusive boyfriend who was also drinking, but that was her only way of paying for her food. So got a bit stuck and then did a bit of calling around locally and found a project called the Jatis Project, who I didn't know of previously, and they do full-on rehab, residential rehab if needed, but they said some people don't need that, and I didn't think that this girl did. But they gave us the contact details of a drop-in at Shrublands on a Wednesday. Again, I didn't know Shrublands did a drop-in. I knew they did drug and alcohol recovery. I thought it had to be referred to by a GP. That was my only experience of it. This girl didn't want to go to the doctors at the time about her alcohol consumption, so therefore that seemed to be a dead end for her. So knowing that there was a drop-in where we didn't need a GP referral, and also that the residential rehab was also self-referral if needed, was an amazing revelation. Since then, she has said that she will call upon the drop-in if she needs it. However, she's managed to get herself some volunteering work at a local charity shop. She's managed to bring her drinking down to 4 days a week rather than every day, which is great, and less when she drinks as well because she's got the money. And she came in last week and said that she wants to start job searching for paid work, and from where she was, that's absolutely amazing. So lots of community networking has happened from this. She's improved greatly. My knowledge of how to deal with somebody with alcohol issues has improved greatly, and the partnership training that was offered was the catalyst to re-engage this customer. So I just feel that that's an all-round brilliant story.